Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into something, well, really fascinating, I think. It's this intersection of digital innovation and community growth, economic development.
Yeah, it's a space that's changing fast.
It really is. And usually when you think economic development, you think big things, right? Like new factories, huge projects, tangible stuff.
Definitely. Groundbreakings, ribbon cuttings.
Exactly. But what if I told you one of the most powerful tools getting recognition right now, winning a major award, is a website?
It sounds surprising, doesn't it?
It really does. Just a website. How can a digital platform be that important? Important enough to drive jobs, investment, and win global awards.
Well, that's what we're digging into.
We've got some great sources here about Partnership Gwinnett. They're focused on bringing jobs and capital to Gwinnett County, and their website just got this huge nod. Okay, let's unpack this and see why this digital approach is maybe a big lesson for communities everywhere.
I think that's spot on. It really challenges our usual view. We see the buildings, the roads, the physical results of economic development.
Right.
But what's driving those results is shifting. It's often less visible, more subtle, but incredibly powerful.
So this isn't just about an award.
No, not at all. This deep dive, it's really about understanding the strategic value of these digital assets, things we might underestimate, like a website, and how they're, well, fundamentally changing the game for communities trying to grow.
Okay, so it is a game changer. Let's get straight to the big news then, because that really sets the scene. Partnership Gwinnett, that public-private group working on jobs and investment here in Gwinnett.
Yep, very active group.
They've just won a Silver Excellence in Economic Development Award. And not just any award, this is from the IEDC.
The International Economic Development Council, that's the big one, the global standard.
Exactly. And what's really striking, almost revolutionary, you could say, is that the award is for their website.
Specifically for the website.
Yeah. A site that only launched back in November 2024. So it's, not even a year old. And already making these huge waves.
That's incredibly fast recognition.
The IEDC pointed to its innovative design, its community impact, real results, and how it's helping push economic development forward. Here's where it gets really interesting. Because it just confirms that digital strategy isn't just nice to have anymore. It's like core to success.
It absolutely is. And you can't overstate how significant an IEDC award is. These excellence awards, they're globally respected. They recognize leadership, creativity, and crucially measurable results.
Results matter.
They do. And historically, maybe an award went to a big infrastructure project or some clever incentive program. For a website to get this kind of recognition, that sends a massive signal to the whole sector.
What kind of signal?
That digital isn't secondary anymore. It's primary. It's often the very first way a community makes an impression, the first interaction.
Right, the digital handshake.
Precisely. Kevin Carmichael, he's the Senior VP of Economic Development there. He put it perfectly. He said, and I'm quoting here, "This award affirms that Partnership Gwinnett is executing the right strategies to make our community visible to site selectors and key decision makers."
Site selectors. Okay, so those are the people who scout locations for big companies.
Exactly. They're the specialists. They dig into everything: demographics, workforce, infrastructure, costs, you name it. They're the ones advising companies on where to invest millions, potentially billions, and create tons of jobs.
So being visible to them is critical.
It's everything. If your community's story, your data isn't easily accessible and compelling online, you're not even in the game. You won't make the long list, let alone the short list.
Wow.
So the website, it's not just a digital brochure. It's the virtual front door. It's the data hub. It's the first point of contact for potentially huge investment.
That totally reframes it. It's not passive, it's an active tool. So if this website is getting this kind of praise, what makes it so good? What's it actually doing differently?
Yeah, good question.
The sources call it a central hub for businesses, site selectors, stakeholders. Sounds good, but let's peel back the layers. What are the actual features making it win awards?
Okay. What's fascinating here is it's not just a static information dump. Partnership Gwinnett designed it as an active tool for making decisions.
Active how?
Andrew Hickey, the Director of Economic Development, he calls it the first source of information for great companies choosing Gwinnett. And that's key. It's designed to be that first best source.
So what does that look like in practice?
Well, let's break it down. First, those comprehensive industry resources. It's not just lists. Think interactive data dashboards.
Okay.
Imagine a site selector looking at, say, advanced manufacturing in Gwinnett. They can go on the site and see real-time labor market data, visualize the talent pipeline from local colleges, map out supply chains, even see projected growth trends for specific niches.
Whoa, that's specific.
Right. It answers those really detailed questions right away. Workforce skills, logistics. It makes it super easy for them to see if Gwinnett fits their exact needs. It's about giving them actionable insights, not just raw data they have to sift through.
Okay, that's way beyond a typical Our Industries page.
Yeah.
That's like a mini consultant built into the website.
Kind of, yeah. It anticipates their questions.
So what about the investor and business engagement tools? How do they go beyond just a contact us form?
Good point. These tools are about streamlining connection. For example, they have this secure matchmaking platform. It sounds fancy, but basically, if a new business shows interest,
Yeah.
the system can intelligently connect them with relevant local folks, lawyers, recruiters, potential suppliers, even R&D partners at universities.
So it helps them plug into the local network immediately.
Exactly. It cuts down the friction, the who do I even talk to problem when you're looking at a new place, plus things like virtual site tours.
Using tech for that too.
Yeah. Yep. Drone footage, 3D models of available buildings or land. Gives decision makers a really good feel for the place without having to fly out initially. This whole package, the smart connections, the immersive virtual info that's part of that innovative design the award mentioned, it's functional. It's built to help businesses take the next step.
Right. It's anticipating needs, making it easy,
Yeah.
proactive.
Totally. It builds this collaborative vibe right from that first click.
Okay, and the third piece you mentioned was events and news updates. How does that make it an economic engine? Isn't that just news?
Well, it's more strategic than just a news feed. It's about building a narrative.
In the narrative.
Yeah. It consistently shares success stories, often with real numbers and quotes, which adds credibility as social proof, right?
Makes sense.
It features articles from local business leaders, positions Gwinnett as a place where people are thinking ahead. And importantly, it highlights community wins, maybe even user-shared stuff, which fosters this sense of shared success, makes it feel like a vibrant, welcoming place.
So it's painting a picture of momentum.
Exactly. It keeps the site feeling alive and shows potential investors they'd be joining a thriving, forward-moving community. Not just a location, but a story they can be part of. It hits both the logical and sort of the emotional buttons.
That's clever. It's building a brand, really.
Yeah.
A community brand. Okay, that gives a much clearer picture of why it's effective. But let's talk bottom line. The real-world results.
Right. Because that's the ultimate test.
What are the actual outcomes?
Okay.
Because economic development, at the end of the day, it's about jobs. It's about investment.
Mm-hmm.
And the numbers here, they're really quite something. Our sources say in 2024 alone, and remember, the website launched late that year, November.
Yeah, so really in its first full operational period.
More than 1,600 new jobs were created, and over $275 million in capital investment announced.
Those are strong numbers.
They really are, especially now.
Yeah.
And the source directly connects this to Partnership Gwinnett's mission, attracting, retaining, expanding businesses. And it explicitly says the website plays a key role in these results.
Right there, the link.
So what does this all mean? How direct is that link between a slick website and actual jobs,
Okay.
actual money coming into the community?
It means digital isn't just support anymore, it's a lead actor. Those numbers, 1,600 jobs, $275 million, they're influenced directly by how well that website does its job.
How so?
Think back to those features, the interactive data, the matchmaking, the virtual tours. Those aren't just bells and whistles. They're tools. They shorten the time it takes for companies to make decisions. They reduce the perceived risk. They make the case for Gwinnett very clearly, very quickly.
So it speeds things up and builds confidence.
Exactly. It turns complex questions into, okay, I see the value here.
Right.
And remember Andrew Hickey's quote. He said the award signifies the pro-business environment and the ability to share the story with these companies.
Sharing the story again.
That's where the website is critical. It's the main channel for translating Gwinnett's strengths, its environment, its workforce, whatever, into a story that global companies understand and find attractive.
It lets them control the narrative.
Proactively tell their story, yeah, instead of just waiting for someone to stumble upon them. So, if you connect this to the bigger picture, Partnership Gwinnett's whole mission is strengthening the economy, attracting investment, fostering growth. This website, this award-winning tool, is clearly acting as a major lever to make that happen. It's translating local potential into global opportunity, not just by saying Gwinnett is great, but by showing it in a really functional, engaging way.
That really crystallizes it. The big takeaway here seems to be that, yeah, economic development relies on strategy, and increasingly that strategy is digital. It's not just about the physical stuff anymore.
Not solely, no.
This Gwinnett example really drives home that a well-thought-out, well-executed website isn't just marketing fluff. It can be a primary engine driving jobs, investment, and the whole economic health of a community.
The silent engine sometimes.
Yeah, working behind the scenes, but incredibly powerful, making those big headline announcements possible.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And, this raises an important question, I think, for everyone listening, particularly if you're involved in community leadership or business.
Okay.
This case study shows us this powerful, often silent digital infrastructure information connection that's really shaping economic futures everywhere. These platforms, they seem like just websites, code, images,
Right.
but they're becoming the fundamental way communities introduce themselves and how businesses make huge decisions. So here's a thought to leave you with.
Lay it on us.
Consider how many other critical first sources of information are out there right now. Maybe less flashy than this one, maybe less visible, but just as vital in how they're designed and what they do. How many of these are quietly shaping the economic map around the world? And what will it take for them to get the recognition to really shine for the impact they're already having? An impact that leads directly to the growth and prosperity we see on the surface. It's a whole digital frontier out there, constantly changing, full of these hidden engines just waiting to be noticed.